All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's Takes with Alex. I'm your host, Alex. Today, I am shining a little light on a concept that has been um, hammered home. Um, and I'm happy about it. And so the title of this video is called The Grace of Unexpected Help, Learning to Appreciate All Forms of Support. Sometimes the help we receive doesn't look like what we imagined. It comes through unexpected people, imperfect timing, or in forms that challenge our pride. In those moments, it's easy to feel disappointed, frustrated, or even ungrateful. Yet, one of the most transformative spiritual practices is learning to appreciate all help, especially when it doesn't match our expectations. This shift from rigid demands to open hearted gratitude opens the soul to deeper connection, healing, and divine flow. Today, we explore the spiritual significance of appreciating help, especially when it's not what we expect, and the freedom that comes from letting go of narrow expectations. This wisdom is universal for every person who has ever needed support and struggled to receive it gracefully. Rooted in the eternal teachings of Torah and illuminated by Hasidic insight, we will discover that every form of help is a thread in the divine tapestry of providence. The Torah shows us again and again that help often arrives in unexpected packages. Naaman, the powerful Armenian general, was afflicted with leprosy. The prophet Elisha told him to wash 7 times at the Jordan River, a simple, humbling act. Naaman was furious at first because it didn't match his expectations of grandeur. Yet when he finally surrendered and obeyed, he was healed. Moses, the greatest leader, humbly accepted guidance from his father-in-law Jethro, a non-Israel priest. Instead of insisting on doing everything himself, he received the help and restructured the entire community. Ruth, a Moabite widow, found support in Boaz's field, not as dramatic rescue, but through quiet dignity and the opportunity to glean. Joseph, in prison, received help through the dreams of a fellow inmate, eventually leading to his elevation. These stories teach a profound Torah principle. God often sends help through ordinary people and unexpected channels. The ability to recognize and appreciate that help, even when it challenges our pride or expectations, is itself a spiritual achievement. It reflects trust coupled with humility, two qualities the Torah holds in the highest regard. Hasidic masters brought this teaching to life with remarkable warmth. The Baal Shem Tov taught that every person we meet is a messenger from God, carrying exactly the spark of light we need in that moment. Even if the help feels small, imperfect, or different from what we wanted, it contains holiness. He emphasized that true gratitude involves seeing beyond the external form to the divine spark within the giver. When we complain that the help isn't what we expected, we risk missing the very blessing being offered. We minimize when, in fact, it's usually quite enough for what it is that we need. The Alter Rebbe in the Tanya explains that the animal soul wants control and perfection. The divine soul, however, recognizes that all help ultimately flows from the one source. Learning to appreciate any and all help is an act of self-nullification, letting go and taking control of the ego, right? That's self-nullification. That dissolves ego and creates greater vessels for divine blessing. Chassidus also connects this to loving kindness. When we receive help with a full and grateful heart, we complete a circle of kindness. Our gratitude encourages the giver and draws more light into the world. By releasing rigid expectations, we align ourselves with the flow of divine providence, allowing help to arrive in the precise form and timing that serves our soul's growth. Learning to appreciate help, especially when unexpected, carries deep spiritual gifts for every soul. It cultivates profound humility. Recognizing that we need others softens pride and opens the heart. It deepens trust in divine providence. We begin to see that God is sending exactly what we need, even if it doesn't match our plan. It builds strong relationships. Genuine gratitude strengthens bonds. It creates communities of mutual support. It transforms struggle into blessing. What once felt like disappointment becomes an opportunity for growth and unexpected grace. It expands our capacity to give. Those who learn to receive graciously often become the most generous givers. How can we live this wisdom practically? Well, first, pause before reacting. When help arrives differently than expected, take a breath and ask, what spark of goodness is here for me to receive? What is it that I'm receiving here? And what is exactly like what where does this peace go within the whole um, the greater picture? And is that enough for what it is that we need to achieve here? Practice vocal gratitude. Thank people sincerely, even for small or imperfect acts of support. Release the script. Let go of the mental story of exactly how help should look. Trust the bigger picture. See the messenger. Remember that the person or situation offering help is carrying divine light. Honor that. Reflect daily. At the end of each day, note moments when you received help in any form and offer a silent prayer of thanks. Give without expectation. Balance receiving by offering help freely without demanding specific outcomes or gratitude in return. The spiritual practice of appreciating help, especially when it's not what we expect, and letting go of narrow expectations opens us to the constant flow of divine kindness. Right? If we constantly minimize the blessing that has reached us, then we're never going to that flow is interrupted, and we don't feel that connection, that alignment. Every act of support becomes a sacred encounter, and every moment of gratitude draws us closer to the source of all help. This week, notice one instance where help arrives in an unexpected form. Choose to receive it with an open heart and sincere thanks, and watch how your soul expands. So, if this message touched your heart today, share in the comments, when has unexpected help taught you an important lesson? Or in what area are you ready to release expectations and practice greater gratitude? Like the video if these words brought some clarity. Subscribe for more explorations in the future and turn on those notifications. May you receive help with grace, offer it with love, and walk through life with a heart full of appreciation. Until next time, stay open, stay grateful, and let every kindness draw you closer to the infinite giver. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and your support. I wish everyone a great day, happy Monday, and a great week ahead. Stay healthy, stay happy, and stay blessed.